It's Thursday, and you know what that means. It is Indycar night on ERN. Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Godsoe, and welcome to round 10 of the 2024 B Warriors for Peace Indycar season as we come to you from our last short oval that we will see on the calendar. Iowa Speedway for the Iowa Corn. How stereotypical. It's just corn. There's more than corn in Iowa, isn't there? I've been there. There's really not much corn in Iowa, but it's the Iowa Corn 300. Welcome, everybody, and joining me in the booth is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Luis, welcome to Iowa. We have ourselves a championship battle on our hands. 3 races left and 5 drivers in contention.
Yeah, for sure. Good evening for everyone. So we come back on Oval Series. So we are business. I talked about this last time. I said we are business again. So 3 to go, 3 ovals. The Iowa 300 today. So we have a Benzi on the pole for now, 50 seconds, 14 to finish. So we have a contender. We talked about in off about what he said, Chat GPT about the contenders. So Stanley, Piñeiro, 40, Frankenfeld, and Benzi, they are contenders so far. Who knows what's gonna happen for the race? Maybe could have a DNF today or no, but could be everything happen in this race today. So at least the contender is in the top 3.
And let's go ahead and get today's starting lineup in here for you. And we'll get racing here as we got 2 laps before we go green. I do not want the results. There's the grid button. All right. There's a grid button. It is Benzi and Piñeiro on row 1. They are the chief combatants in the points, at least for this week. Tyler Fody is 3rd. Brandon Trost is best performance qualification-wise of the season. The winner of over 1,100 races, official races, over right here on the iRacing service here in the league. Looking for win number 1 here in the ERL. He is lining up 4th. Frankenfeld, he's involved in the points championship. He's lined up 5th. Forsyth is 6th. Stanley, there's your points leader, 7th. And this is going to be a hard racetrack to pass on as he will have to work his way up from 7th, but he could do it. Chris Albrecht is 8th. A newcomer, made his first start last week. He has a top 10 start here today. Jordan Owens, Vandermarl back in row 5. Hunter Smith and Kevin Hayes in row 12. Come on. There we go. We got Huckleberry and Glover back in 13th and 14th. Norgard and Mark Reblis, 15th and 16th. Osborne Hobson, 17th and 18th. Pahutsky and Herrick, 19th and 20th. Presley Sora and Logan Spath, a rookie points leader, way back in the field in 22nd. And Indica Scarlett will be starting shotgun in the field in 23rd. This is going to be a pretty packed racetrack here tonight with 23 cars. And unless those guys can get a move on from the rear there, they're going to be lapped pretty quickly here.
Yeah, for sure. If it's Benzi and Piñeiro, it's going fast. They're gonna find it on Indica Scarlett and maybe 5 or 10 laps. It's gonna be so just be careful of that. So 3 things. Pits. So pits entry. How
Dangerous.
it is the
Very dangerous.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. So you think it is far, but it's not. So the exit is very bumpy also too. So if you catch that bump in the exit, it's gonna be a dangerous. Turn 2, exit turn 2 is the bump. That bump very dangerous on here, especially with this kind of setup. And be careful of burn the tires. So every time when you're going like I always said, every time when you're going fast and new tire, you're going fast. But after 10 laps, the tire is getting burned, or maybe high temperature, so it could be dangerous to the car and can spin.
Well, we are getting ready to go here for 300 laps at Iowa. Under the lights. Here we go. And a good jump by Bensi. We are underway. 3 races to go this season.
But I hope that this guy remember it's 300 laps and not like a sprint on the iRacing Oval Series or Pista Series. It's just only 90 or 80 laps. So just still with attempting to be a hero on the first laps and let's bring up all these guys to the end.
We are single file back to 13th spot. That was Huckleberry. He's back in 13th spot, but right behind him, Glover and Hobson side by side going into 3. Now they're thinking about taking a 3 wide there momentarily. Norgard on the inside of Osborne. Oh.
Yep.
Back up front, Caleb Bensi getting attacked now by Adriano Pinero. Pinero to the inside and around. But Bensi not done with this battle yet. He goes to the inside with those fresher tires. And probably still get a good grip and run down on the bottom, but the high side's still going to be, we're going to see that all night long, by the way. Craig Forsyth around Tyler Fode. Move Forsyth up to 5th. But we're going to see those new tires, different lines with depending on how your tires are aged. New tires are good on the bottom. Old tires are better on top.
I think so. The high line is the fastest. Yep. Always is the fastest.
Yeah, the high line is definitely coming in right now.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to make the pass. So you stuck on the high line or just make the move. But the make the move is at least they can burn the tires in maybe 5 laps. So basically, you do 5 laps on the high. Just only use the inside line is burned in 1 lap, so it's kind of like I said. Jim Henrik on just in the wall a little bit, so get 3 positions down. So that's the other thing. That's the one I'm going to. So like Jim Henrik did. You're going high, but the thing is the wall is getting closer to you.
Yeah.
And also Mark Rubilas too on the wall a little bit. So yeah, that's the dangers to be on the high.
Yeah, that wall will come up and greet you really, really quickly. Here's Presley Sorg trying to get around Reblis on the low side. Logan Spath up 2 spots. Herrick up 4. Hobson up 4. Tyler Fode down 4. He is struggling at the moment.
So by Steam, what I know is 70 laps or 69 laps Steam each lap. So I said.
So if it's a 70. We're looking at about 4 stops, 4.2 stops. 4 and a quarter stops.
One of them, one of them could be short, or could be 3 full and divided 1 and 2. So that could be. That's the one I would.
Ethan Stanley inside of Craig Forsyth is our points leader. We'll show you, give you an update here on the points momentarily. Everyone's being very well behaved. 17 laps into this, but still, really the handling has not gone away from these cars quite yet. It is Pinheiro, Bensi, Trost, Frankenfeld, Forsyth, your top 5. Stanley, Fody, Owens, Albrecht, and Hunter Smith, the top 10.
I think they understand it's 300 laps. So, like for example, Indycar Scarlett is really chill in the back, on the back, making laps, and now it's pass for turn 1. So the thing is, just be careful because Pinheiro now is coming on turn 1 and she's turn 3. So in maybe 3 or 4 laps, Pinheiro is gonna catch her because at last lap he did 17.9. And Pinheiro is 17.8, so it's getting 2/10 faster than Indycar.
Riding with your points leader right now, Ethan Stanley, currently in 6th spots, up 1 position from where he started, right behind Craig Forsyth. He didn't run on Craig there, off of 4 to the inside at the start-finish line, down to the bottom and 1. There's a big bump right there. That could disrupt the car. He's still battling. He's got the position over Craig on the bottom. And now move him up into 5th.
Oh, I think so. Ryan Huckleberry. Oh, it's not hard. He braked before and turn 4. That's the main issue on this track, the exit on turn 4 is like you do it, but the wall is getting close on there. So kind of a little bit damage on Huckleberry, but he's still strong up there.
Hayes and Hunter Smith for the bottom of the top 10. And let's go ahead and show you the
Brandon Trost and Bensi on battle.
Here are the points coming into today's event. Stanley with the lead over Pinheiro, Frankenfeld, Fody, and Bensi. Your top 5 are the only ones eligible, remaining mathematically eligible for the championship. Then we got Hunter Smith, Jordan Owens, Presley Sora, Indycar Scarlett, and Logan Spath, your top 10. We will get into the point scenarios here a little bit later. Here are the rookie points. Logan Spath is your points leader there, with a decent lead over Kevin Hayes. But Kevin is we're watching Kevin right now in the background behind the standings. And all it's going to take is one good finish and one bad finish, and they can swap positions. Leighton Norgard, Matthew Weeks not in the lineup today. Jim Herrick in the lineup. So the top 5 are also in contention. But with Weeks out, that might drop him out of contention. Of course, this will be his drop week then. But we shall see. Spath, Hayes, Norgard, Weeks, and Herrick are the only ones eligible for, mathematically eligible for the championship, or the Rookie of the Year championship. Chris Albrecht now in a battle with Hunter Smith. This is for 9th with Hayes involved, so 3 cars involved in this battle. A little bit further back, A.J. Hobson in a big 3-car battle as well. Let's get back up to that Hayes, Albrecht, Hunter Smith battle. They've kind of separated it out. Trost and Frankenfeld, 2 longtime battlers in the community. Brendan Trost currently the points leader in the IndyCar Oval Series that we show on Tuesday nights over on P1. Meanwhile, up at the front is Pinero starting to pull away now. He is exceeded the draft window. He's a 1.6 second lead over Caleb Binsey. Keep an eye on this battle for third. This really seems to be the closest battle on the racetrack. Inside, Frankenfeld on Trost. Trost going to say the outside, have the momentum on the higher end. He will pull away going down into turn 1. 7/8 of a mile oval here. We're doing 300 laps, about 260 miles of racing tonight.
Oh, it's getting Frankenfeld more fast than there.
Owens to the inside of Greg Forsythe, and he gets the pass. Ooh, almost slides up into the wall on him, but he clears himself. And Forsythe looking to the inside. Not going to be able to get that position back, so move Owens up to 7th. Forsythe back to 8th.
I think Ryan Huckleberry is going to pull over the car. I think so. He have too much damage in him. It's not the Mikvo flag, but I already count like 5 hits in the wall in turn 4. So I think so. It's gonna go pull over the car.
Yeah, get that car looked at. Maybe grab a new set of Firestones, top off the tank, see if there's any damage, get it repaired, and get on back out there. Not a really good camera angle at all for. Of that. And he's down on the way, so it's a new set of tires, yeah. Fortunately, when you pit here, because the speeds are so fast and you're going so slow on pit road, you're going to lose multiple laps on pit road.
You lose 2 laps.
Yeah. All right. 44 of 300 already in the books. As we are moving right along here at 17 seconds a lap, they're going to go by quickly. The IndyCar records you need to know here in real world from Iowa. The track record just recently set here after this last race. Scott McLaughlin holds the track record with a speed of 188.248 miles an hour. Can you imagine 188 miles an hour around a 7/8 of a mile oval? That is insane. But he qualified on the pole for one of the doubleheader races with that lap. The career wins leaders here at Iowa. This is the place that basically Joseph Newgarden owns. He is the undisputed king of corn with 6 wins in the last 12 races here at Iowa Speedway. The next closest driver with wins is Ryan Hunter-Reay with 3. Dario Franchitti and James Hinchcliffe each have 2. This also should be noted, this is one of the few racetracks on the NTT IndyCar schedule that Scott Dixon has yet to win at. So maybe we see him get his first win here sometime in the near future on his way to AJ's record. But that are your IndyCar records right here from Iowa Speedway. And of course, one of the more exciting tracks on the NTT IndyCar schedule. And we'll see it again on the NTT IndyCar schedule again next year.
That's excited because at least we have ovals, after the IRL and Champ Car came back together again. IRL is just only oval, but I'm missing a lot oval races in the calendar. So
yeah,
I hope we can add some of them. Kevin Hayes and Pitts, he did a stop.
Yep, he's out right now. We're watching Pinero coming up to lap traffic. He puts Indica Scarlet a lap down. Prost has managed to hold off Frankenfeld, but they are being joined by Stanley now and Fody. So it makes me think that Trost is kind of holding this group up. We don't see that very often. Normally, Trost is the one setting the pace. We don't normally see him holding up a line of cars, but right now, under these conditions, he is kind of holding up 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yeah, well, all of these people came early to make some practice on this setup. He came with maybe 7 minutes close the practice session, so it's good. So it's in 3rd position without practice. So, but could be much better if he came a little more early. But he didn't. So at least he's holding in 3rd position. He's coming over there. Stanley tried to, and also Tyler Fody. So he hold it a lot, like you said.
Yeah, he's definitely got the massive or the master defensive line right now. As he's getting and it was leading to the next thing I was trying to say, the massive run down the backstretch. So you watch where he is. We're riding right now with Tyler Fody. He's on the high side, so we're at the point in the run where these tires, 56 laps old, no cautions, running at near 200 miles per hour at times during lap speeds. And he is got a high line momentum, really keeping him ahead of these guys right now. As we see Frankenfeld try to get to the inside of him. And Ethan Stanley just kind of fills the hole and really leaves Frankenfeld no place to go other than to hold his line and stay on the bottom, which he doesn't really want to stay down there. And right behind him here is Fody. We're watching from his point of view. And Frankenfeld almost clears him.
I think he had the clear, but by, Frankenfeld is really gentleman on the track, so it's very nice on the track, respect to everything. He didn't get the close.
2 spots on the high side. He gets underneath Huck there. So Fody picks up 2 spots.
That's pretty good.
Ethan Stanley coming to pit road for a scheduled stop. This might be an attempt at the undercut. You said it was a little early. You thought it'd be closer to 70 laps, but we shall see. We'll watch our points leader come to pit road. And scheduled stop down and away.
So Piñero's coming for Casey Pahowski on 16th position over there.
That's Pahowski and Vandermarl for 15th and 16th, right in front of our leader. He is doing exactly what he needs to do to win this points championship, and that is as we talked about in the post race. He looked on the high side. Pahowski gets out of the way. But he really needs to dominate these 2 races, and he is, despite the early laps being led by Caleb Bency, he has dominated pretty much this entire stint. Herrick way up in the gray right in front of him.
He went to the wall in turn 1. Too late on turn. But good to go. So remember what happened on Richmond and I think it was months ago or something like that. So Frankenfeld went to the lead and he found it lap down. So and he cost him the race for sure. So just Adrián Piñero have to, it's guy with a lot of experience over here, so he know how the management. But the thing is how these guys is in the front. So Brandon Trost in pit. So now it's scheduled for him.
There we go. Trying to get the camera on him for Brandon Trost on pit road, and this is a scheduled stop for him. Right about the 70 lap mark, maybe trying to attempt the undercut a little bit.
So I have to close this. So Piñeiro, with the lap down, he have to be clear how to make the move, because he can expect how move do these guys on the from him. Could be dangerous over there too.
All right, well, now we're at the window where we suspected 70 laps where people will be coming in. We've seen a number of drivers already come to pit road before that, trying to attempt a little bit of an undercut. We shall see how much longer Pinheiro can go. Frankenfeld on pit road with a whole bunch of cars, and he's actually 3 wide, and his front wing is flapping. So he lost. Looks apparently he made contact with one of the cars on pit road. So he's going to cost him an extra 5 seconds on pit road to get a new front wing. As he's coming in with Spath, and he's also coming in with Casey Pahutsky.
Oh, Pahutsky too slow on the entry. He tried to pass Logan, and Pahutsky went to the right side. They should be going for the left. They should be going for the right side. So race control have to check that thing, because it's entry,
narrow pit road.
Entry.
And remember, and now we have a new leader at the moment, and there he is coming to pit road, is Craig Forsyth, going longer than everyone else for the most part, although Indycar Scarlett up 21 spots now. She's second, and now she's going to pick up the lead. Looks like she was in the back really conserving fuel, but there's certainties in life, as I like to say with Craig Forsyth. Death, taxes, and Craig Forsyth always saving fuel. I think those are the certainties of life. And once again, showing him saving fuel out here, going longer than everyone else. Indycar Scarlett, though, with the Iron Lady Award, is going long with the fuel mileage on for her first stint. And Justin Vandermarl, much the same way, going long on his very first stint as well. So this will turn the lead back over to Pinheiro, and look who is really close to him now.
Trost.
No, it's Caleb Benzie.
Wow.
Caleb Benzie really tore into that lead. Yeah, now Trost is back at 8th. So the undercut did not work very well for him. He is back at 8th right now. Ethan Stanley is 3rd, and so he's doing what he needs to do. He needs to attack to defend that points lead.
Whoa.
He is currently 3rd. Fody is 4th. Hunter Smith, he's up 6 spots, and he had himself a really good pit exchange. He was in the bottom portion of the top 10, so he's gained at least 5 positions since the last pit stop. So he is now in the middle of the top 10. Frankenfeld lost a position. He is down to 6th. Presley Sora up 14 spots to 7th. And he had himself a good exchange as well in the last pit stop.
Wow.
Gordon Owens in 9th and Albrecht in 10th. That is your top 10 right now. Go ahead. Your analysis.
So we have to put a dot on Presley Sora. I know it's early. We have a 2:24 to go. And I have to put also a dot in the stint. So Pinheiro 72 laps he did. Benzie 69. So but Scully he did 75. So you can go more than what expected. I said 70, but 17. Sorry, 70. Yeah, that's it.
7-0. Yes.
7-0. So yeah, good entry. I think so. The Benzie did a good entry. When you come in alone, it's much better than when it's happening with Chadwick coming with 3 people inside. Yeah, that's waste time, things, and yep.
Watching Frankenfeld, he's back to 6, but he's racing his teammate right now, Hunter Smith. This is a battle for 5th. 82 of 300. Thanks for joining us, everybody, tonight. If you're enjoying ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing, and while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future ERN broadcasts. And Frankenfeld racing his teammate at the moment. Rule 1 of racing your teammate is you do not wreck them. Rule 2 is you always go back to Rule 1. And Frankenfeld is clear. Move Frankenfeld up to 5th, your Indy 500 winner, who will be in the chance to earn a little extra money next week at Michigan for the US 500. As he and Pinero, if they win that race, are in line for a little bit of extra money. So make sure to check us out next week for the P1 Broadcasting's presentation of the US 500 right here on the Elite Racing Network and the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series.
So at least Frankenfeld, he didn't lose too much time with that incident and pit stop. So race control said no penalty for nobody because Pahowski came slow, so you have to slow down too. Unfortunately, that's the thing.
There's our winner last week at Watkins Glen, Ethan Stanley, 2 wins this season, both on road courses, looking for his first oval win this season. He had a good race going for him at Richmond, a track very similar to this, but it just did not work out for him. Can he repeat that performance today and make it a little bit better? We shall see. We're not even to the third of the way done point yet. We still have a long ways to go. There's Caleb Bency. He's 5th in the points, and he cannot afford to have any poor performances between now and the end of the season. And he's right where he needs to be. But Pinero is the one attacking at the moment. He is your leader. He's also 2nd in the points. And really, the last 3 races of this schedule really benefit his skill level and his expertise on the ovals.
So you mentioned about Pinheiro. Benzi came too close on the Pinheiro. And I always mention somebody, one of the legends on the IndyCar said this about you have to play with the lap down. When you have the lap down in your favor or in your side, you can gain a lot of time. So now it's 1.3 over Benzi Pinheiro in the track.
Pinero deep into lap traffic at the moment, looking to put Josh Osborne another lap down. And Osborne stays high, lets our leader go. Everyone's being very well behaved tonight.
Oh, don't jinx, please.
Top 13 right now are on the lead lap. Watching Hobson and Norgard right there in that 13th position, battling it out.
So Tony Sniva said that what I said. So Tony Sniva always. So he mentioned about the Phoenix Raceway and the IRL 1997 race. So he mentioned that. He said, "Oh, if you're working with the lap down, could be a advantage for you." So that's Pinheiro did, and he's working pretty good in the. For my surprise, is working pretty good on the lap downs.
Tom Sneva, the gas man, 1978 national champion. He worked in the ABC booth for a couple seasons with Paul Page for those IRL races. Panero, Caleb Benzie, Ethan Stanley are top 3. Fody and Frankenfeld, top 5. Hunter Smith, Presley Sora, Brandon Trost, Gordon Owen, Chris Albrecht, top 10. And we are at the 1/3 mark here tonight. 100 laps into this thing. Settle in, 200 more to go. And then we got ourselves 250 and 500 miles next week at Michigan. Then we'll take a week off for Thanksgiving and then come back for double points to crown a championship or crown a champion on Championship Thursday here in the ERL Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. I've got a lot of traffic right here at this part of the racetrack. Huckleberry, Hobson, Norgard, all in the same zip code at the moment. Also in front of them, Forsyth and Albrecht. That is all for position. This is the lower portion of the top 10.
Well, it's going to be interesting, the US 500 next week, because we always mention pack race, but if we see this same like an environment, I want to say environment, like a relax. We know it's 300 laps. Pit strategy is going to be good to see, because you're coming for over the 200 miles, 240 miles an hour in the track with draft for sure, and just going from over 200 to 60 miles.
Yeah.
In the pit stop. Yo, it's
might
hard
as well be like standing still, yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see that. Kevin Hayes in pits.
Hayes in the pits, so he went 57 laps on that stint. So this might be another attempt to try to undercut and get a Norgard and watching Forsyth. They got the leader right behind them. They want to get going.
That's what Piñero, he need to think what do I need to do? So wait it, or just like going to the
he has a second and a half cushion over Caleb. He can afford to wait a little bit, but if he stays back there waiting too long, Caleb's just going to eat into that lead. He has a little bit of time, but man, those cars are all over the place in front of him.
3 wide.
3 wide, going into 1. Leader down low. Oh, and he lost all his positions, and now Caleb's within less than a second.
That's what we're talking about. So I have to they have to change. Yeah, wait for the moment to make the pass. We still have 190 laps to go. So just easy on that. Kevin Hayes, DNF.
Oh, Kevin Hayes out, unfortunately. So that is going to impact the Rookie Points Championship. Car on the inside, spun out. That is Huckleberry. We're going to get a caution.
Oh, if it's and the exit on the pits road.
So he is coming might have been coming off of pit road.
He had to pull up. Oh, no.
So it looks like he was coming off of pit road and might have came off the button and then mashed the gas. And this is something that's happened to just about everybody that has driven this car before. Sometimes these aprons are pretty slippery when you come off the button. And I think this is exactly what happened. Yeah, lights up and the back end, whoop, there it goes.
He almost wrecked with Brandon Trost on turn 4, start 3. He almost. So the only dangerous thing is when you're coming out to the pits, you're coming with the cold tires, and when you try to make the turn, the car is coming up to the wall. So Ken Trost close to Huckleberry.
And one of the battles we did miss on the racetrack, I think we saw in the past, is when Fody went for 2 positions. There is Fody. He is 3rd now. We have not mentioned that enough. Ethan Stanley now 4th. Frankenfeld 5th. Actually, that is your points. These are the guys that are all eligible for the points. They have all risen to the top here in the top 5. As Randy Macho Man Savage likes to say, the cream rises to the top, yeah. And that's exactly what happened. Pinheiro, Bensi, Foti, Stanley, and Frankenfeld, top 5 in the points, not necessarily in that order, are now top 5 in this race. So those that are trying to really win this championship on the move, putting their cars in a position to maximize the performance of this race. We are 118 out of 300. Pinheiro is your leader, and he's pretty much dominated the entire way.
Yeah, like you said,
AJ Hobson up in the gray. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Like you mentioned, so the top 5 on the championship, they top 5 in the race. So we have a championship open, still open.
So according to ChatGPT, for Ethan Stanley, and we'll get the camera on him here real quick. Here is he, Stanley, and the Blue Egg sponsor car. We'll talk about Blue Egg here very, very shortly. He's coming to pit road for a scheduled stop. We'll watch him as he comes to pit road. Ethan Stanley to maintain his lead over the next 3 races. Ethan needs to consistently finish in the top positions to stay ahead of the pack, especially with the double points race at Gateway. If he wins one of the standard races and finishes strong in the other 2, especially Gateway, he'll have a very good chance of clinching the championship. So even ChatGPT wouldn't go out too much on a limb and say exactly what he had to do, just stating the obvious. So the key win scenarios is getting a win, 1 top 5 and a top 10. And that should secure the title. He can afford to finish behind Pinheiro as long as he stays within reach and performs strongly in the double points race. So once again, ChatGPT not exactly stating, we already know the obvious there, but again, stating kind of what we thought going into this race anyways. So he is down on the way for his second stop. Pinheiro now leading by 7/10 over Bensi. Since Bensi ate into that under a second, he's maintained that gap. Foti is 3rd, Frankenfeld 4th, Hunter Smith now 5th, Prost is 6th. Norgard coming to pit road. Scheduled stop for Norgard. Last time he went he's at 53 laps on his stint. He went 71 last time, so he's trying a little bit of an undercut as well. Could be also opting to make this stint the shorter stint. We expect about 4 1/4 stops for a lot of these drivers. So far, we've been green the entire way. I'm going to jinx it right here, LGN, but so far, not much fuel saving going on at the moment.
Well, they save a little bit in with the MAC fuel.
Yeah.
So they can do it. So we see Pinheiro hits 72. So he did 2 more laps, but also with the traffic going more slow. So I think it's gonna be 72 more. But like I said, so
we'll see.
We're talking about Pinheiros, all of them. They have to make him 1 more stop, short one.
And right now in front of them is Forsyth and Albrecht. This is 9th and 10th on the racetrack, so they are lapping up into the top 10 now. Albrecht coming to pit road. So he is going to abandon and go ahead pit road, get a scheduled stop in, go a lap down, see if he can, fresh tires, get that back on the racetrack. Watching the 4D Racewear car. I want to thank 4D Racewear for being one of our premier sponsors. 4Ds are makers of the ultimate sim racing shoes and custom apparel designed for sim racers by sim racers. 4D sim racing shoes are custom engineered to connect racers to their pedals in a way that no other shoe can. Visit 4dracewear.com and check out the original racing gloves for your feet. That's 4D Racewear. Link is in the description. Proud sponsors of the ERL, Warriors for Peace Indycar Series, and number 99, Craig Forsyth, Indycar. In the middle of pit stops right now, seeing multiple drivers on pit road. Hunter Smith currently in. AJ Hobson, Casey Pahutsky, leader around Forsyth. Vinci now within 2/10. Vinci getting around Forsyth. Vinci's in a lot closer than he has been all stint long. Now he's wasn't able to pull that pass off. Going low through 1 and 2. Craig's going to stay up high. Let Caleb go. Tyler Fode getting engaged now into this battle. He's cut it within a second of the leader.
Brandon Trost to pit.
Trost on pit road, scheduled stop for him. He went 66 on the first stint, 70 on the second stint.
Yes.
Drivers side by side in front of Panero. That is Owens and Vanderwall and Indica Scarlett. Owens actually was coming down the pit road. He's out of the way. Frankenfeld on pit road, or Jordan Owens on pit road, as we mentioned. Prost on his way out. Logan Spath in his stall getting service. Mark Reblis the same as well. Indica with the slide job in front of Vandermeer. Vandermeer not liking that. Pulls down to the inside. Tries to get the possession back in 3 and 4. The battle for 7th right now as pit stops are occurring. A number of cars coming off of pit road on the backstretch, led by Logan Spath. Right in front of the leaders, as a matter of fact. Spath getting out of the way for his teammate, who is now attacked. Now teammate not attacking, going the pit road, and now is a very aggressive pit in as he's on a very slippery apron at the moment, but he is one of the faster pit ins we've seen all day. Oh!
That's day for Benzi. So he came close. That's what I want to mention. So he came close on Piñeiro, and he decided to come in the pit. So good for Benzi over there.
Also on pit road, Aaron Glover, who's worked his way into the top 10. There he is. Get that to Caleb. There he is in his stall. Scheduled service down and away here momentarily. And he's done. Couple more stops still to go. 146 of 300 right at the halfway point. Coming up the speed, still waiting for Panero to come to pit road. Panero at lap 73 now. He has gone 2 laps longer, down to 74 than he did on his first stint. And he is just hugging the bottom at the moment.
No, stay out. Still 75 pass for line.
It's Logan Spath right behind him. That is a teammate. Caleb Benzi.
Now it's coming.
Pit road. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep it under control. Got a little squirrely there. Now we'll see how Caleb can eat into that. Right now, your leader will be Craig Forsyth.
There is Benzi on turn.
Indica Scarlett coming to pit road. Benzi Since he has another lap to go before he gets his position back. Let's see. Pinero down. Waiting. Vinci at the start-finish line. Pinero out. Vinci coming up to speed is going to be close down the backstretch. Vinci on the high side in the 3, and he scoots right on by. As well as Tyler Fode. So during that exchange, your leader, Pinero, loses 2 spots on the green flag pit stops.
Maybe it could be put less fuel, or maybe they did a good pit stop, because Pinero did a good. But who knows about the 40 and Benzi, so maybe they did a better stop. And you remember, when you entry and exit, they at least, if you do perfect, they give you at least 1 second gap on your other car. So I think so he did a good job.
Watching Ethan Stanley now as he is stuck deep in traffic. If you're just joining us, this is ERN's coverage of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, the Iowa Corn 300, coming to you from Iowa Speedway. We've completed now 153 of 300 laps. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. The next race for us is next week, and it'll be the P1 Broadcasting US 500 from Michigan, the third crown jewel of the Triple Crown. Can Adriano get a little extra bonus in their early Christmas stocking for winning that race? We'll tune in to find out. 500 miles, 250 laps at Michigan next week, next Thursday night.
We have now DNF Vandermeer. He missed the pit stop and he went to the emergency exit outside for the pit stop. So he towed the car and game over, or the end for the day for him.
Your leader is Caleb Benzi, followed by Tyler Fode, Adriano Pinero. They're right there in your picture. Jordan Owens currently is in 9th spot, first car 1 lap down. Fortunately, Fode stayed right in the tire tracks of Owens, getting the aero wash, allowing Adriano to get a little bit closer. Well, we got a moment. We are now waiting for the kind of setting up the next round of pit stops while everything's kind of settled down. Let's get into a little side-by-side action here with a word from iRacing and a Worldwide Technology Raceway. We'll be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge of your seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes, Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR. And now, NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th.
And we're back. We cut that last bit a little bit early to show that we are currently under caution. Ryan Huckleberry in the wall on the main straight, coming to a stop there to bring out the caution. Let's check it out. What happened? I think he just kind of washed up into the wall. Oh no, he might have had a little netcode help right next to him. Yeah, netcode help with the form of Josh Osborne there. I don't think that's really of anyone's fault per se, but we'll leave that to the race stewards. And right up into the wall right there underneath the flagman, bringing us under our first caution of the night.
Okay, so we have a penalty for 94.
Oh, yeah, it will be Josh Osborne getting a penalty, okay.
Yep.
So we are watching Benzie Fodi, Pinero, Stanley, Frankenfeld, all the key people in the championship race, top 5, coming to pit road right now. I don't think anyone stayed out. Benzie away, Pinero away, barely in front of Fodi, Stanley, and Frankenfeld. So the top 5 remains unchanged. Trost out as well, bringing with him Hunter Smith, Presley Sora.
40. So Pinheiro passed 40 on the pit row.
Okay, I thought Pinero came in second.
No, in my standing is
Okay.
set
One,
last lap.
up one stop?
40
Okay.
seconds.
All right.
Yeah, let me.
All right.
Yeah, right.
There is Logan Spath. His teammates are right in front of him. So that's going to be, unless he's coming to pit road, that's going to be a nice little bonus for Caleb to have a little bit of a buffer between himself and second place. And I would imagine all these guys are going to come to pit road. We'll see. You'll see. You did see some people on pit road as soon as the caution happened. Jim Herrick, one of them. You don't know if he came in before the red lights came on and closed pit road or not.
So it's gonna be wave around for Owens, Norgard, Forsyth, AJ Hobson, Chris Arbrecht.
Yeah, we're gonna get a
Spath.
lot of wave rounds on this one. So get ready to. It's gonna sound like they're racing again with that many of cars going around full speed trying to get to the back of the back. It does give us a chance to thank the good guys at Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace, the foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out Warriors, the number 4, peace.org for more information. The link is in the description. And we want to thank them for being the series sponsor for the Elite Racing League IndyCar Series once again this season. Also do want to thank Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg. Your marketing pit crew, turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Do not spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg Marketing, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on their link in the description, one of their premier partners here of the Elite Racing League. And here are the wave arounds.
Uh-oh, somebody go sleep.
Aaron Glover, maybe?
Yeah.
He might,
well,
maybe he's trying to save fuel. I don't know. We'll see.
No, I think Greg Forsyth didn't hear the rules.
Here they come to pit road. Here they all come to pit road, too.
So the rule is that you have to wave around for 90 miles per hour on speed on track. So you have to follow that. So that's why Baron Grover came slow or do it slow. So now the pace is in. Uh-oh.
All right, they're
This
coming
guy's
off of
coming
pit
down
road.
now.
They're coming off of pit road right now. And now we go green next time by. So remember the rules here in the league that even though you just heard green in the spotter channel there, we go. They actually kind of do IndyCar restarts here in the ERL, which is I don't know why iRacing can't figure it out, but the ERL has, and we're getting ready to go green as Caleb is actually bringing it down pretty crisply fast.
There it.
And we are green. And with cars coming off of pit road still, and that is Tyler Spath. He's going to stay out of the way with his teammate leading. I'm sure he didn't time that perfectly, though, and I'm sure he didn't want that to happen that way. But it is Bensi, Pinero, Foti, Ethan Stanley, Frankenfeld, your top 5 all going into turn 1.
So from Sora to Bensi, all of them have a 6 laps on the tires, so all tires. Then Owens to AJ Hobson with 3.
Look at him, 3 wide at the line. Oh, yeah, AJ Hobson up high. We got Forsyth in there. We got Barron is in there. He smacks the wall coming out of turn 2. Indica's involved. Spath, Reblis, Greg Forsyth, everybody in that whole hornet's nest. Meanwhile, back up front, battle for the lead.
But Baron, Glover, and Osborne, both of them over the 30 laps with the tires.
Right now at the top of the field, 2 community regulars versus 2 of the league regulars. Just showing you the skill level across the board here. And Stanley in the wall. That's going to open the door a little bit for Frankenfeld. Look at the inside.
Pinheiro to the lead.
And Pinheiro to the lead, you're right. But Bensi with the crossover. Now we see Frankenfeld getting around Stanley. Bensi down low, trying to hang on to get that spot down there. Just not going to have the momentum. Not with those tires, right? Not at this point.
Oh, be careful on the apron.
Huckleberry in front of him, got repaired. He needs now to hold his line. Pinheiro trying to seek his way through. Huckleberry stays high.
I think the Stanley have a quite damage on the car because now
he's falling back. He's back
more.
to 7th. This is not a good situation for your points leader as he's now getting ready to be swallowed up by Hunter Smith and Presley Sora. The brewing situation is that Stanley smacked the wall pretty hard off of 4 a couple laps ago. And now it looks like his car is suffering as a result. As Frankenfeld and Trost got around. And now it's looking like Hunter Smith and Sora trying to split the difference, literally. Dora looking on the high line, getting that run on the high line. Stanley wanted to come up there, surprised that there was a car there so quickly, and he gets around them. Hunter Smith just saw that. He is going to follow suit. Hunter Smith now clear down the backstretch. So now Ethan Stanley down to 8th. Our points leader struggling at the moment. As they like to say, championship implications. And Jordan Owens just a couple cars behind the next position. So Stanley can at least try to recover, feel the car out, see where it wants to perform for him. Maybe find a better setting with the bars. If there's damage on the car aero-wise, it will never get any faster, though. Maybe he could find a better way to get it handling. Let's ride on board with him and check how the car is tracking. Looks pretty straight.
Well, maybe have a damage on the car in the
Under tray, yeah.
more than the aero stuff. So that's the thing. So he have to survive and try to collect as much points if he can.
He's got another 110 laps of this. This is Albrecht, who's down in 13th, 1 lap down, trying to get around him. Norgard and Owens. This is a battle for 9th, 10th.
So everybody is going for one more stop to the end. So it's gonna be on lap and 68 laps to go. I'll let you know.
They're around, right around lap 230 or so.
Yep.
About 40 laps from now. Leader is Pinero. Caleb Bency, second. Fody third. Frankenfeld fourth. Trost now fifth. Ethan Stanley is now back to 8th. Now, I did ask ChatGPT, what is the average finish that Stanley needs in order to win the championship through the next 3 races? ChatGPT told me 3rd place. If he finishes in 3rd place, caution, Logan Spath. What happened?
What is this spot?
And there is Osborne right in front of him. Osborne in the wall. Osborne in the wall. Yep. He cut down on... Yes, he does.
Oh.
And just boots him right to the wall. Ooh, oh, and it's a direct hit, too. A hard hit. And let's watch from Logan's point of view what happened. I'm sure he's not very happy.
It's the second. It's a second penalty for him.
Yeah, that is a second penalty for Osborne, unfortunately. And he comes off the wall. And again, I don't know if he had his relative up or not. Normally when I drive, and I don't know about you, Lewis, but I always have my relative up. And so I always know it's around me at all times. And if I'm up in the wall and I look at my relative that there's somebody close by, I think I maybe hold the wall and maybe try to come off it. But he bounced off the wall and then comes right back down into the racing line and takes out, even though there's a little bit of netcode involved there, takes out your rookie points leader. So the 2 at the top of the rookie standings, Spath and Hayes, are out early here at Iowa.
So,
and Frankenfeld stays out, so a number of cars also came to pit road during that exchange.
So, Brandon Trost stay out. So, answer your question. I really more focused to try to take it off the car off the wall and try to go straight. I don't pay attention in that, especially on this short track, it's really everything going too fast. I try to do one thing at a time. It just stick it out the car on the wall.
Yep.
And just going back. So.
Now
Yeah,
there's
that's
the driver that's looking to benefit the most out of the rookie battle is a Leighton Norgard, currently third in the battle at 96 points. He's a little ways behind Spath and Hayes, but he's going to gain on him today if he can get a good finish, or just bring the car home with a good finish. Currently, a Leighton is 11th, and maybe with a little bit more work, a little bit more time, he can crack into the top 10 as we still have quite a ways to go in this race. Right at another 100 laps to go. And we definitely know everyone's going to have one stop, certainly with this caution here. But Frankenfeld, now those that stayed out, they're going to go longer than everyone else, but they were, I think they're now hoping for another caution. Those that came in, they're going to be really close to going the entire distance, but I don't think they'll be able to make it either. They're going to have to do a splash and dash at the end. So maybe the approach here by Frankenfeld, Trost, Stora is the best one, knowing that they're going to have to stop, and it won't be in the late stages.
I think the strategy on Frankenfeld, Trost, and Stora is much clear. Because they need to only one stop to make a tire. So also, what you said, it says if it's a splash, they're gonna lose time because maybe they want to change the tires, and the tire is at least 6 seconds, so
yeah,
over
right.
the 6.5. But to put the fuel for the last 68 is maybe 70 point something seconds in the pit stop, so they can complete better on the pit stop, so they're not gonna lose time. By the way, the other things, Osborne pull over because by race control, because he did 2 incidents on the race track.
Okay, so race control pulls off.
Yeah.
The 94, and we are getting ready to go back to racing with your leader, the Indy 500 winner, Chad Frankenfeld. Currently second is Brandon Trost, and his best performance of the season.
So the good thing on Frankenfeld, he have Trost, Sora, and then they come in Chris Albrecht, Henry's coming to the pits. So it's one less on the
yeah, a little buffer there they have between the cars with the older tires versus the new tires. The top 3 will be 33 laps on their tires right now, coming to 34 here when we take the green flag officially in the race, even though you just heard it in the scanners channel or the spotters channel. But right behind them, there's Albrecht. There's only one car. And then the leaders that all came to pit road, and everybody came to pit road for the most part. So here we go. 100-lap sprint to the end. Going green, lap 201.
Look at that Benzi.
Benzi gets it dropped up Panero. Panero's going to lose another spot to Foti if he doesn't look out, but he's got the high spot. He's got the high side, Panero does. That's going to be the momentum side. Vincey's not going to be able to maintain there. Here comes Ethan Stanley. Maybe he got some repairs done when he hit pit road. We'll see. He is currently 7th. Jim Herrick coming up to speed. Frankenfeld, Trost, Sora. Sora looking underneath Trost at the start-finish line, going into 1. Sora up 18 spots from where he started the evening.
And the fastest lap for Frankenfeld, 17 point flat now.
Yeah, 17 flat. I think he did 2 fast laps in a row, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So he is definitely, it doesn't matter that he has 37-lap-old tires. He is a light tanks and flying at the moment. In the meantime, this battle between Trost and Sora is allowing him to pull away. And really, Pinheiro is not catching them too much.
Yeah, after what you said, yeah, they too fast because they going too light than Pinheiro and the other guy. So I think so. Gonna take time, maybe 10 laps more or maybe 15 to catch all these guys. Maybe it's gonna take a little bit more for 30 laps on Frankenfeld.
Well, we owe the guys at Worldwide Technology Raceway a real quick word, so we will cut away and do side-by-side and get in a word from the guys from Worldwide Technology Raceway, and we'll be right back.
Years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Just when you thought the racing couldn't get any more intense, now every single lap matters. One wrong move could be the difference between elimination and being crowned the king. The Enjoy Illinois 300, the Confluence Music Festival, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, and for the first time in 15 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Saturday, September 6th. Don't be on the outside looking in. See history being made in your own backyard. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
We're back, and we're actually the Pro Series race is just completed, so we're looking at the results from that. But watching a heck of a battle between Owens and Forsyth for 10th.
So for the Pro Series, the Indycar guys, Constantini first, Phil Kraus 6th, Robin Maleska, the former winner, the Indy 500 8th, and then Jacob Obster 13. Oh, Brendan Littenberg 15.
Good finish for all those
Brofin
guys,
21. Yeah. Alan Crane with DNF 25. Yeah. I think so. It's by netcode. 3 cars out on that incident.
Hobson and Norgard battle for 11th, but Norgard looking to work his way up into the stand. Contact! Norgard into the wall. Now they try to recover. Each one trying to give room, going into 3, getting closer. HA on the bottom, Norgard taking the high line. Trying to give each other a little bit of room right now. Both these drivers not sure, not trusting of one another right now. A little side by side. Going to have Rookie of the Year point implications if Norgard can get around him and get the position. And he does. He clears himself. Move Norgard back to 11th. Meanwhile, back up front. It is Chad Frankenfeld, your Indy 500 winner. He is your leader over Brandon Trost and Presley Sora. Presley, one of his best performances of the season, currently 3rd. Pinheiro, he has not gained on this battle and has not been able to get around Albrecht. He almost got up in the wall that time on the exit of 4.
So, could be he saved fuel.
Could be. I don't know how you're going to get. I don't know how you're going to get 25 laps, save 25 laps out of this thing, but
let me see.
Whatever. I guess every little bit helps, especially if you hope there's a lot of cautions down the stretch. But this has been only 2 cautions today, everybody. I mean, these guys have done a really, really good job at behaving themselves in a track really. more sorted for bulls and less sorted for jet fighters.
So, what if can going for a splash and not change the tires?
You could do that. You could do that.
I don't know. I don't know.
It depends on how much fuel. I mean, if you need about 5 seconds worth of fuel, you might as well throw on tires. But if it's less than 5 seconds worth of fuel, is come in, get the nozzle put in, and come out. But the problem is not only you're coming out there with really used tires, but you're going to be light on really used tires, and your car is not going to behave well at all. So there's always that risk.
No, like you said, it's taking a while to try to, and now it's pulling back for Chris. So look like he save fuel. I don't know. I guessing. If I Piñeiro, I just push hard to going close of Trost and Frankenfeld.
Yeah, I think I would just push hard.
Are.
Yeah, I think I would just push hard because everyone still has a stop.
They are the leaders. We need to follow now. So Frankenfeld, Trost, and Sora, we follow now. So after the yellow flag.
Frankenfeld out now to a 1 second lead over Sora and Trost. As Trost getting around Jim Herrick, who's currently in 17th. 4D racewear car.
So Piñeiro going in the limit. It's going close to the wall. I think they start to getting desperate on the tires and the conditions because it's weird. Sometimes you're going fast on the first maybe 2/3 on the race, and then I don't know why the car is getting change the condition again. It's more slow and more loose, or maybe the car is not entered to the track. So it's happened to me when you're going fast the first 2 stints, and then the 3rd stint is like what is wrong? It's the same car I have all this race. No, it's not the same. So I see it's getting hard for him.
And there's the track temperature. It is 75 degrees, so there, it's not the track. It's just that everyone is in very much at a level playing field at the moment.
Or maybe some in the mind. So. But this is the crazy thing. So Chris is 65 with the tires without Trost on pits now. So Chris, they don't have a draft on the front, but Piñeiro have a 38 laps. They should be more faster than him, but can't catch him.
This is the final stop for Brandon Trost. We'll ride with him down to his spot. He's down and away. And did he change tires?
Yeah, he did change.
He did,
yeah.
okay.
I thought not. But
that was a really quick stop. That was a really quick stop. Good job for him and his team. That is Baron Glover coming off of pit road for his final stop. Presley Sora now the leader. As also coming to pit road was Chad Frankenfeld. There is Chad coming off of pit road. The Sora going to go long here. Again, Pinheiro maybe wasn't racing hard knowing that those guys all had to stop as well.
Yeah.
Oh! Albrecht coming to pit road, so that's going to get out of the way of Pinheiro. Pinheiro squirrely coming off of turn 2. But, oh, he's in the wall into turn 4. So he has an ill-handling car. And now here comes Caleb Bency. And bringing right with him Tyler Fode. Hunter Smith is up in this group as well. Sora now going 74 laps into this stint with a little bit of caution flag in there. Here he comes, coming to pit road.
Oh, out of the wall. Jay Hobson on turn 3.
And we're caution. Right when Sora's coming to pit road, that's not good for Sora.
And that's good for Frankenfeld. Not at all. And the expression on the radio on Frankenfeld is I cannot say that, but yeah, it's not really good.
Let's see what happened here. And
Frankenfeld, they had the race. And Chris Forsyth come over on him.
He got up in the gray. Oh, got loose, caught it, and then smacks the wall. Oof. That's just rough. That's rough. But yeah, now everyone can come to pit road, and everyone can go to the end. And we're watching as Bency, Pinheiro, Fode, Sora did make it back around. I thought he might be light on fuel. Oh, Bency, Pinheiro makes it out. Bency barely before Sora. Where does Brandon Trost come out of it? Brandon Trost, I think, is going to be hurt by this because he came to pit road a little bit before everyone else. Same thing with Chad Frankenfeld. So really the winner out of that is going to be Sora, who's going to maintain third spot. So, and it looks like Frankenfeld will get the wave around and get back on the lead lap. But I think Trost is going to be caught a lap down now.
He's down in the field.
So yeah, that caution comes out right at a bad time for those that were leading. With the exception of really Sora. But everyone else, this should get them home if they stopped. If they all stopped on 243, Indycar Scarlet has not, and they might be a lap down. That's why we're waiting for them to come to pit road. But Indycar Scarlet stopped on 196, so they might have to come in.
Let me see. Yeah, you're right. So you have to come in the next 30 laps.
Yeah. I want to thank all of our premier partners while we're under caution here. We have 2 races to go after this, and we wouldn't be having this season without these premier partners here of the Elite Racing League. Blue Egg Marketing, rev up your business with Blue Egg. Your marketing pit crew, turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track, connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on their link in the description. Also want to thank the guys at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsport racing facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis. And you can see the Gateway Arch right from their stands. It features a 1.25-mile oval that hosts the NASCAR Cup Series, Craftsman Truck Series, and the NTT IndyCar Series, and a 2-mile infield road course. used by the Speed Tour, Trans Am, SCCA, and the Porsche Club of America, and a quarter-mile NHRA-sanctioned drag strip that hosts the annual NHRA Camping World Drag Racing Series Midwest Nationals event. And if, this is the only series, or the only track in America, as a matter of fact, that hosts the NASCAR, Indycar, and the NHRA. So they have everything coming to Worldwide Technology Raceway. So you want to buy tickets for some of their premier events. To learn more or to buy those tickets, you want to visit their website. The link is in the description. That's Worldwide Technology Raceway, one of our premier partners here. And, of course, 4D Racewear, makers of the ultimate sim racing shoes and custom apparel designed for sim racers by sim racers. Check out their line. This all made for sim racing gear at 4dracewear.com. Do it today. They are proud sponsors also of the Elite Racing League Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. And once again, want to thank Warriors for Peace for being the premier, or actually being the title sponsor. They are a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor for the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org for more information. All these links, everybody, they're in the description. Check them out. We're getting ready to go green next time by leader Pinero, Bensi, Sora, your top 3. Bodie, Smith, your top 5. We're going to go green with just over 50 laps to go.
Point on Frankenfeld and Tross, new tires to the end.
Here we go. Green flag off of 4. Bodie with a little bit of a wheel spin. Vinci with a good restart, staying within contact.
What was those Brandon Tross and it's 3 wide. Brandon Tross again. Brandon Tross and Frankenfeld almost hit each other.
I'm sure Trost is not happy from that just getting caught out. Pinero getting dogged right now by Bensi. Bensi racing him really hard on the high line. This race is not over yet, folks. 50 to go. And a Leighton Norgard, we mentioned him in the rookie standings. He has now worked his way up to 7th and now is battling Jordan Owens.
Oh, that's almost on Norgard. And Owens almost he got each other. So Owens almost hit the wall and make the break on Norgard.
Here goes Trost. We're watching Trost underneath our points leader Stanley, who is struggling at the moment. He is down now at 12th spot. Trost for battle position on the high side. Here comes Frankenfeld. Frankenfeld now very aggressively switches over, goes low, is going to follow Trost on through. So Stanley is going to go down one more spot. Actually, that's just a battle of track position, as a matter of fact. Frankenfeld is ahead of Stanley by a lap. Right now on the lead lap is the top 10, I believe. Everybody is on the, I think everybody's in the lead lap in the top 10. Yeah, that's down to Indica Scarlett. Indica, you talked about her very early in the race, just kind of chill in the back there, and she's done everything she's needed to do to keep that car in contention, and has worked her way up to 10th spot, 13 spots improved, and on the lead lap.
Yeah, so when it's a long race, that's the mentality you have to do. So
yeah.
Just survive.
Sora now in contact with Bensi. Bensi losing contact with the leader, Pinero. For some reason, our overlay is showing Pinero on pit road. I don't know why that. Let's hide that. Let's bring it back again. Still shows him in pit road. Let's do this here. Let's try this here. That's better.
How's it works?
Yeah. It's showing him properly not in the pits. Check out this shot right here. Just that quick. Here's your leader.
Oh, Frankenfeld on the great foresight and foresight on the wall. And also Brandon Tross, same too. So Frankenfeld is going for the next one. I think so is Pohosky, but it's lap down. It should be Norgard and Owens.
And once again, in the final stages here of this race, if you're just joining us, you are watching ERN's coverage of round 10 of 12 of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series Iowa Corn 300, coming to you from Iowa Speedway, where Adriano Pinero is doing his best to assault the points leader right now. Currently leads with just over 30 laps to go. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. Next race for us next week. It's the US 500 presented by P1 Broadcasting, the final jewel of the Triple Crown. And Adriano will be one of those two drivers, as well as this man, Chad Frankenfeld, and are eligible for a little extra cash if they win 2 out of the 3 Triple Crown races. Pinero stretches his lead to about a second over Bincy. Bincy doing what he needs to do in order to stay in contention. He is the last driver mathematically eligible for the championship coming into today. And by virtue of right now running second and finishing ahead of all his chief rivals with the exception of Pinero, should get him a little bit closer and tighter into the battle. For a third. He's up 18 spots. He is your biggest gainer today, just ahead of Indycar Scarlett, who's up 13 spots. Tyler Fode looking for another top 5 finish, currently 4th. And Hunter Smith, the lead Little Eagle racing car. He is in 5th right now. Jordan Owens in 6th. The Leighton Norgard is going to probably be a little bit higher in the rookie point standings. We'll see going into next week's race. He is currently 7th. Frankenfeld, fortunately, was penalized a little bit by that last caution. He is now 8th. Craig Forsyth is 9th. He's had a bit of a struggle all day today. Not really quite the pace, but he's keeping his car in contention, showing his skill level. Indycar Scarlett started shotgun in the field, up 13 spots to 10th. But the biggest story back here out of the top 10, Ethan Stanley, mid-race, smacked the wall coming off of 4 and has not been the same since. Since Temridge positions, now is a lap down. And is going to give up some points here in the points lead. He might still come out as the points leader, but that is not going to be a big advantage as he did coming into today by 24 points. Pinheiro is going to eat into that quite a bit, as a matter of fact. So an 11th place finish gets you 19 points. And a first place finish gets you 50. I think that might be enough for Pinheiro to actually regain the points lead. We'll see. We'll see. They update him pretty quick after the race. So we will try to update you during the post-race show. But that is the big story right now. Pinheiro, your leader, with 23 to go. Riding that high line. Definitely does not want to see a late caution here. Leader over Caleb Benzie, Presley Sword, Tyler Fode, Hunter Smith. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide of the line. Huckleberry hung up. Sora just a little bit. Fode's going to stick his nose in there, try to get the position and get to the bottom step of the podium. Can't do it. Bucks back in underneath. Sora is going to try it again. That opened the door a little bit for Hunter Smith to get back into this action. He's closed the gap a little bit. Riding with Tyler Fode. He's going to send it to the bottom side, try to get underneath. Now the problem here is that he has a car in front of him that's going to the bottom line. When he's trying to go to the bottom line, feeding him dirty air. Not this time. That's going to feed the dirty air to Sora. As you see, he gains a little bit coming out the corner. Right in front of him, that is Baron Glover. Now he's underneath Sora.
The wall, Chris Forsyth. He took Chris Albert.
Oh, Forsyth. We just joined him as he came on the wall there. It came off the wall. That's what I'm trying to say. And we'll check out what happened with Forsyth there.
So, Forsyth said, I'm frozen.
Yeah, I did see him blink, and I think, good look. Albrecht goes into orbit like,
And he touched Stanley a little bit.
Like Stingray Rob did. Wow, and so, yeah, you see he blinks out. We'll put it at full speed again. And he just blinks out, and I think that's what we're witnessing. And I noticed that he disappeared from timing and scoring. Oh goodness, Albrecht.
Wow, Lombard is crazy. He just left from the front. He went to the other side of the track.
But, I mean, look at all. I mean, he's like, there's nobody in front of me. There's nobody in front of me. There's somebody all of a sudden in front of me. And Craig just kind of comes down off the wall. And that's a lot of netcode involved. But, wow. Look at this. Wow. You could play Van Halen's Dreams to that one. But, gee. We are back under caution.
And I thought it was Pinheiro because they have the same skin on Pinheiro's car.
Yeah,
so
very similar. Yeah, he's got that Alex Palou livery going on there with the DXL Indycar. But now we're going to have a sprint to the end, and the leaders are staying out. I don't think anyone came to pit road. Tyler Fode did. He came to pit road. Hunter Smith, Owens, Norgard, Frankenfeld, Indica Scarlett, they all came to pit road. So they are going to make a run to the front with new tires. But in the meantime, your top three stayed out. Pinheiro, Benzie, and Sora. Sora has made a living in this race, staying out here in the second half, and it might pay off for him, but he is going to have a bunch of angry cars with fresh tires right behind him. He does have 2-lap cars behind him, two-lap cars, and a lap car in front of him. Now, I don't know if we're close enough to the finish that the leaders will go forward and the lap cars go to the rear. I don't know if we're that close to the finish. But don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, everybody. There's going to be a sprint to the end, an exciting finish here. Big-time points implications are about ready to unfold as our points leader is kind of stuck back in 10th at the moment with an ill-handling car, and everybody else that is in the points championship is ahead of him. Go ahead, Lewis. I'm sorry to mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. Thing is, Benzi have only one chance to pass Pinheiro. After the second lap it's gonna be more complicated for him to pass him. So it depends how fast to respond on the green flag. So it depends. So should be Baron Glover. No, I think so. He's gonna stay on between Sora and Benzi. But yeah, it depends how Benzi is fast in the response. Could be at least have a chance in the turn 1.
Top 9, all on the lead lap.
Brandon Trost, DNF.
Prost has parked it. Done for the day. Lights out on the pace car. They will turn the field over to Pinheiro. We'll go lap. We will go green next time by. Next time by, we will green with 10 lap sprint to the end. So buckle in, everybody. This is what. And there goes Glover to pit road, Huckleberry to pit road, and Herrick to pit road. So now all the leaders are in direct contact with one another. This is, well, they don't get paid the big bucks, but this is where they get their reputations from. As everybody here in the top 5, lots of race starts under their belts, lots of wins, championships, official races. Here we go. Coming to green this time by, 10 to go at the line. And a good start by Adriano Pinheiro.
So Pinheiro, no, he have only one chance. So coming, I think so. Respond on Pinheiro, like you said, is much better.
Lane Norgard underneath Owens. Yeah, and I think you're right, though. This right now, with 8 laps to go, not really going out on much of a limb unless something happens here in the next, 8 laps like we've seen happen like at Detroit or something like that for Pinheiro. This is Pinheiro's race to lose.
So it's kind of saying it's happening in Motegi. So you have only one chance in turn 1 to pass the guy. After that is so difficult. It's not in all the short track is happened. So that's why Pinheiro did a good start, and now it's 6 tenths on the Benzi.
Quickly coming to the Whiplash SimCam's white flag lap. Thor now getting attacked by Fody. Fody with the fresh tires getting around him. Move Fody up to 3rd. Still time for Fody to get up to Bensi. 5 to go. Hunter Smith now looking to the inside of Sora. I think those tires are just giving up on him. Those are 53-lap-old tires. Frankenfeld now side by side with Owens. Coming to 3 to go for our leader, Adriano Pinero. Pinero looking for his second win of the season after the 500-miler at Pocono. Hard to believe. He's only got one other win this season. And Fody side by side with Bensi. And he's going to get the position just now. He's going to slide up in front of him. A lot of hard racing behind. Coming to 1 to go. Whiplash SimCam sponsoring the White Flag Lap. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash. Like them on Facebook. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter. Here we go. Fody clears Bensi. Bensi still side by side. And they are racing well behind him. Pinero off at 3 and 4. Second win of the season and looking for the points lead for Pinero with 3 races to go. Fody gets the position over Bensi. Hunter Smith brings it home 4th. Presley Sora 5th. Frankenfeld 6th. Owens 7th. Leighton Norgard is in 8th, and Indycar Scarlett 9th. And Ethan Stanley, maybe a day he wants to forget. Maybe this becomes the drop race for him. We don't know. He is 10th. A very happy Adriano Pinero. Yes.
Mm. Uh-oh. I think so. It's going to be a penalty for the car 66. Indycar Scarlett. In the last lap with, oh no, with Norgard. In turn 2. In the last lap. Wow.
Pinero, I think he led the most laps. He had the fastest lap, a 16.889. Not sure when he set that, but that's flying right there. Gets the win. And he brings it right down to his stall. Let's get today's final standings in here. All right. Not sure why it's showing the There we go. Pinero with the win. Fody second. Caleb Bensi third. That was a great race for those two at the end. Hunter Smith, another top 5 for Hunter. He's having a great season. He's 4th. Presley Sora, those old tires did not pay off for him very well. Track position definitely did. He's the most improved, 16 spots over this course of this race. He finishes 5th. Frankenfeld, well, Chad kind of got robbed a little bit by that last caution, next to last caution when he came to pit road, and then they went to caution right after that. Jordan Owens 7th. Leighton Norgard looking to gain in the rookie standings. He's 8th. Indycar Scarlett is 9th, but there's some penalty there, so we will allow these results to be unofficial for now. Ethan Stanley, your points leader. We will see where he shakes out after this. Pahutsky 11th. A good day for him. He finished 8 spots better on the racetrack from where he started. Glover 12th, Herrick 13th, Forsyth 15th, Albrecht 15th, as well as some flight time. And Ryan Huckleberry 16th, Trost 17th, but had himself a good day, not indicative of where he finished. A.J. Hobson 18th. Mark Reblis is 19th, Osborne 20th. Bit of a rough day. Spath looking to gain in the rookie battle, and unfortunately not a good day for him. 21st. Vandermar 22nd, Hayes in 23rd. That's your 23-car field here from Iowa.
The standings is update.
We will get into the standings momentarily. All right. So let's take a look here at the standings. We'll get some replays queued up here and get the driver details on so who we're talking to and looking at. And let's take a look at those points. Now, we will just read them off to you. We do not have a graphic prepared, but they are updated. And let's get into the points now. Panero is our new leader, as we thought. Ethan Stanley is now 10 points behind in second. Fody is 33 behind in third, and 41 behind. Caleb Binsey is in fourth, so Binsey moves up a spot. Frankenfeld is down to fifth, 46 behind. So it really looks like the top five are still really in contention for this thing, just based upon how well four of the five really finished, and that the one that didn't finish the best was the leader. Really just says everything's getting tighter. That's what we're getting to right there. So the points championship will carry on to the US 500 next week at Michigan. Let's go into the booth here and bring up Caleb Binsey. And let me know if you get anything from Adriano. We'll make sure we'll read that.
It's coming the mail guy. It's coming.
Okay. Okay, I'm just checking out an email here from Dave. Thanks, Dave. We will get into the booth here and bring up Caleb. Welcome, Caleb. Congratulations. Not quite the finish you were looking for. You're kind of you're looking at a battle for first there. Then you're kind of in second all by yourself. And then Tyler just runs you down in the closing laps there on the old tires. But talk about your race. A long one, though. But you did everything you needed to do to keep yourself in contention.
Yeah, kind of a odd one. I could not find short run pace. It was just normally long run pace is pretty good here, but normally short's decent too, but just could not match the short run pace of Tyler and Adriano. So that was definitely where it was missing. 'Cause, I mean, right at the start you could see I was trying to be pretty conservative. I naturally save a lot of tires and try to be very proactive on that, and probably was too proactive. And then over the next couple green flag stints, that's where the long run pace really started to show and got the lead back. But once you started getting those yellows and stuff with, those little short bursts and tires cooling down and, almost resetting in a way and going again, I just didn't quite have that ultimate pace. So, yeah, I mean, considering that, and it's a bit of a bummer, but, still good day to get on the podium.
You think maybe conditions played a role in that? I mean, the track temperature wasn't very hot, so with cooler temperatures, that kind of levels the playing field a little bit for everybody, since everybody's so evenly matched, especially you guys in the top five. At one point, all you guys in the top five in the points were all in the top five up in the standings of this race. Do you think conditions kind of leveled the playing field for a lot of people. Maybe a warmer track would have lent more to people with better racecraft over others, maybe?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I would have loved that to be 90 degrees on middle of the day, sunshine. But
Right.
yeah, it definitely could tell the track temp's pretty cool because I feel like you could just push kind of recklessly for a lot longer than normal for Iowa. You still like pay the price eventually, but not as quickly and not as severe as it kind of tends to be usually. So I think part of it could have also been there wasn't a ton of cars out there, so dirty air wasn't as bad. You weren't in like double stacked 2x2 behind all that dirty air type situations. So I think that maybe led to it too, because it just felt like we were pushing like qualifying laps the whole time, which yeah, I guess just wasn't where my strong suit was today. So yeah, just kind of optimized what I could, and yeah, it's kind of unfortunate Tyler got me at the end there, but with those fresh tires, I could not did not put up too much of a fight there. Try my hardest, but yeah, those looked really, really fast. So kind of jealous.
Well, and you went from 5th to 4th in the points championship, so you did gain a spot. You're still 41 behind Pinero. With the drop weeks, I believe I was checking with some of the admins, and they said the drop week has been added, or at least being taken into consideration. So you're less than a race deficit going into the final two, one of which of the final two at Gateway is double points. So you're still in this thing, but you kind of need to repeat yourself the next 2 weeks at racetracks that can't be any more vastly different from each other. One of which is a 500 miler, which is, we know anything can happen in a 500 miler. You saw that at Indianapolis. But that race at Gateway, we know how hard it is to pass there. So these next two races, I'm going to guess staying out of trouble and at Michigan is going to be key, and a good qualification run at Gateway will be key to starting there. But you guys have a lot of work to do in order to pull yourself higher into the standings to get into that points lead. But you still have a shot.
Yeah, like you said, definitely just staying out of trouble and qualifying at Gateway is definitely the key to success. But yeah, definitely regretting more and more those 2 missed races at the start of the year.
That's what you get for going off-roading in the woods.
Hey, you had great times, but yeah, I didn't think it. Who knows? Yeah, obviously it's a bit of a bummer at the moment, but yeah, I mean, just gotta do what I guess I've been doing the last couple of weeks. Just try to put the car in winning positions, and if not that, then podium positions, and like you said, 500 miles, a lot can happen to everyone else, and yeah, I guess just control what you can control, try to get all the points you can, and just
for sure.
Ultimately, I guess see how it shakes out. But
for sure,
yeah, nights like this definitely help. So
shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone who would say hi to. I know the fam's watching.
Yep, as always. I know grandparents and dad for sure. So thanks to you guys as always. Yeah, thanks to you guys. Migos Tequila, if you're in the Northeast Ohio area, I say it every time, but go check them out. Blossom Road Flowers as well, and yeah, definitely a tough one. Wasn't exactly what I was expecting coming into the night, but can't complain too much with the podium.
Congratulations, still well involved here in the points championship. 2 races ago, a 500 miler and a double points race. So not out of this things yet. We will catch you next week at the US 500.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you guys.
Yeah. So he seems to be pretty happy. He needed to do what he had to do there. Yeah.
After 300 lap, for sure, he's happy.
I think everyone was like, "Thank God." We'll bring up Tyler Fody here, and here he is. Tyler, a great closing run there to get up to second, and again, much along the same lines of what Caleb did, or we talked to Caleb about. He did exactly what he needed to do in this race. You did exactly what you needed to do in this race. Get up into the podium position, finish as best as you can, stay ahead of the points leader, which you did. Keep Adriano in sight, again, which you did. And for another week, you're going to drive to survive to see this championship through at least to Michigan now, and definitely a possibility of looking at you getting to that final race, double points at Gateway. But talk about your race specifically. Caleb said he had a hard time with short-term pace. Where were you finding the short-term pace the best for you, especially the way you ran him down in that closing 10-lap sprint?
Yeah, man. It was a real fun race. Yeah, that last half, where I was kind of behind Bensi for a good portion of the long runs. Um, I'm glad he mentioned it because I felt like the short run I could be all over him. He was just really good at defending the line. Um, but I did feel like I had a lot more to give those first 20, 30 laps, where we were kind of losing touch at Pinheiro. Not really sure what specifically I was doing different than him. I mean, I was just trying to get the clean air and roll in the higher lines, but yeah, I'd kind of be with him, and then we'd kind of level off for the end of the runs. But I was just stuck. It felt all night. I was just stuck third or fourth, basically following him. And that last yellow came out, and I pretty much was like, if I just stay here, I'm gonna finish where I am because there's not enough laps to do anything. So I took the risk in pit. Fortunately, everyone behind me came in. That played a huge role in it, and we got the lappers to be out of the way. So just a lot of good things happened right there. And yeah, to have low fuel and new tires made it pretty fun there. Fun for me personally, driving back through there. I wish Bensi would have given Pinheiro a little bit of a fight in the early laps there, so he didn't have so much of a lead. But I'm super happy to be able to get second and maintain this points gap here with the closing races.
Yeah, you are currently. I was just looking at something else in the points, so I'll go back to that page. You are currently third now, 33 behind Pinheiro, 359 to 350 to 326. With 2 races to go. Of course, next week is a 500 miler. It's at Michigan. It's going to be a pack race. Anything can happen there. And then, of course, we go to Gateway, and it's a double points race, which a lot can happen there. Just throwing it out there, what do you think your chances are? You're still in contention. You could definitely see the front from where you are. I'd say you got a pretty decent shot.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be going into this Michigan race really nervous because this is basically make or break. Looking at the points, Stanley and Pinheiro they can afford a bad race, but I mean myself, Bensi, Chad, we DNF at Michigan, which it's very easy to do with a pack race like that. We DNF there, and we're looking at a points gap that's almost insurmountable going into the last race. So really just going to try and survive Michigan. Hope to be there in the end, get what I can get. And I mean, the plan is to be no farther than maybe 40 points back going into the final, because I want to say it's like a 20-point difference from first to second, and then so on with the double points. So yeah, just trying to maintain the points where they're at right now and get through Michigan's the plan.
Yeah, they kind of stacked this end of the year schedule. They give you a 300 lapper at Iowa, then a 500 miler, and then a double points race at Gateway, and it's like a bull ring, a 500 miler, a marathon, and then you go to a race with double points that's notoriously hard to pass there. So yeah, they definitely made it tough on you guys, but you guys are showing that you are some of the best sim racers out there and are able to perform under pressure, and that's exactly what you did tonight. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, just my Lake Norman Motorsport teammate, Ethan Stanley. He's really the brains of this whole IndyCar operation. This is not my normal thing. But yeah, big shout out to him for all the help throughout the season. Ironically, we're kind of battling each other now in the points, but always fun racing with him. And all the guys, Bensi tonight, Pinheiro. These are some of the best guys in the open wheel stuff. So just super happy to be able to race with them and still have a shot here at the end of the season. So shout out to those guys, and shout out to you guys, obviously, for being up here and putting on the broadcast for us.
Always a pleasure. We will see you in a week at the US 500 presented by P1 Broadcasting at Michigan Speedway. Until then, I guess get your rest because it's a marathon next week, just like today.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
See ya. All right. And we do have a word, I think, from Adriano.
Yes, isn't your
All right. I will get as I update the overlays. Let's get on into what Adriano had. I would imagine he's pretty happy. Here he is. Hello, friends. Good evening. I want to congratulate Caleb and Tyler on the podium. I had a great race. I think I made a mistake in qualifying. I did the whole lap in 6th gear. And the best thing was only in 5th gear. So the best strategy was 5th gear. Okay. But I started in 2nd and managed to overtake Caleb. I tried the race with balanced pace, always saving tires and fuel. If the race had been green all the way, I think it would have been possible to make 3 stops, which was interesting because we were saying 4 1/4. I believe everyone would have made 4 with the yellow flags. There were some changes in strategy, but in the end, I was a bit lucky and managed to get P1 in the last part of the race, and I managed to control the position well without being attacked. Looking forward, he says, Michigan is a very tricky high-speed track. There are no favorites. I just want to come out on top with a good result and tag the top title contenders. And he wants to thank Bread King. That's a sponsor there on the side for the sponsorship. And a big hug to everyone. And he says, good evening. And those are the words from Adriano Pinero. Any further words from you, LGN? I would imagine that he's pretty happy on this finish, and that gets him now the points lead with a 500 miler, which he can actually bonus monetarily from tomorrow or next week. And then we go to a double points race at Gateway, and we talked about this last week. That coming into these final races, we knew these 3 tracks are tracks that he's good at.
Yeah, we talking about, but at the same time could be a disadvantage for him because one, especially in Michigan.
Yeah.
So pack race, net code. What is happening? For example, Craig Forsyth with the PC problem. It wasn't for the for his stuff, for the wheel stuff. It was a PC. So thinking about that in the pack race with a lot of cars around. So he said it's NVIDIA. So his video car is making a little kind of problem for that. So thinking about that in pack race, one car is going, everybody's gonna go over there and could be changing everything for Gateway. So. Big One Broadcasting US 500 next week. Gonna be much better because it's Michigan is much better. I think so. More excited. Here is like a check. Who's happened this and this and this. I thought it's gonna be maybe more than 2 yellow flags to the caution. So it was only 2, and that's a good thing. So. Good for Sora, 16, Scarlett, 14, and Smith, 7 positions today, and 1 hour and 45 minutes. I thought it's going to be more than 2 hours, so at
they
least,
were fine. Well, it helped that they went almost half the race under green the entire time, so they did a good job. Everyone behaved themselves very, very well here, so bravo to everybody.
I hope it's going to do it next week on 250 laps on Michigan.
And we know how these cars race at Michigan, and I don't think if you people are watching, tell them you won't want to miss that. That is going to be some of the most exciting wheel-to-wheel racing that you're going to see. And if these guys can duplicate what they saw here on the bull ring at the Super Speedway up in Michigan there, you are going to love next week. So don't miss it. The US 500 presented by P1 Broadcasting. It's going to be here next week, same time, same channel. It'll be me and Luis Gonzalez Nunez bringing you all the action. So that's going to be it for tonight from Iowa Speedway for the Iowa Corn 300. Your winner is Adriano Pinero. Getting closer to the championship. Tyler Fode getting closer to the championship. And Caleb Benzie third, getting closer to the championship. Just when we're getting to the last 2 races of the season, it just tightens up. Here comes the drama. 2 races to go. Just stick with us. This is going to be a good finish, everybody. Join ERN again next week for round 11 of the championships. The teams of drivers head to Michigan International Speedway for the 3rd and final jewel of the P1 Triple Crown. No one could win the Triple Crown this season, but 2 drivers have a chance to capture 2 of the Triple Crown jewels. and bragging rights going into 2025. Can Adriano or Chad do it? We'll tune in and find out. Adriano certainly has the momentum going into Michigan. Coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. Again, that's 7:45 p.m. Eastern. And you can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com and just do a keyword search, Elite Racing Network. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game's not easy, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thought of tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. Check in the comments. I like what Lewis had to say about Chris. How is the moon? Chris Albrecht in his orbit launch there. That would make SpaceX proud, I guess. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out more of ERN's other iRacing programming. Tonight's the Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series naming rights are paid for by the Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org for more information. And then we also want to thank the premier sponsors of the ERL, Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, and 40 Racewear. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, go to blueeggmarketing.com or click on the link in the description. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsports racing facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis, Missouri. To learn more about Worldwide Technology Raceway or to buy tickets for one of their marquee events, check out www.raceway.com or click on the link in the description. And also, 4D Racewear. Check out their line of battle-tested, made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in today's description. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash Sim Cams. Whiplash is the exclusive track cam provider of the ERN and ERL and sponsor of the White Flag Lap. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cams. Learn more about Whiplash. Like them on Facebook. Follow them on X and Instagram. Keyword search Whiplash Sim Cams. Links are in the description. For business inquiries to learn more about the Elite Racing League and what we do, visit theeliteracingleague.com or eliteracingleague.com, not theeliteracingleague.com. Links are in the description. Subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on X, and as always, like I said, links are in the description. So, for Luis Gonzalez, Nunez, everyone at the ERN, I'm Gary Godsoe saying to all, good night, thanks for watching, and to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again right here next week in Michigan for the next race of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Good night.